Wanted hair that turns heads the moment you walk into a room, hair that gives you confidence, beauty, and that flawless look you truly deserve. Well, your search is finally over. Welcome to Kakuyan Hair Collection, your trusted online destination for luxury, premier quality human hair designed to bring out the beauty in every woman. Whether you are preparing for your birthday photo shoot, wedding, anniversary celebration, graduation, church event, vacation, or just want a stunning look every day, Kakuyan Hair Collection has a perfect hair just for you. At Kakuyan Hair Collection, we proudly offer 100% premier human hair. Beautiful, easy to wear glueless wigs. No glue, no gel, no stress. Sleek and elegant bone straight human hair. Different texture and style for every woman and every occasion. Because at Kakuyan Hair Collection, beauty meets quality. Shop with a brand that understands beauty, class, and quality. Our store is located in the United States of America. For more information, follow us on Instagram at Kakuyan Hair Collection, Facebook at Kakuyan Hair Collection, TikTok at Kakuyan Hair Collection. Better still, email us kakuyanhair@gmail.com. Call or WhatsApp us on +1 267 372 7010. Or better still, visit our online store www.kakuyanhaircollection.com.
Our speaker will cancel it. Let us say of this house. Churches, why we should use our natural resources to change our fortune. We don't have to give concessions in order to benefit from our natural resources. We have to identify them and create a profile of the Constitution to make law. The only law that we depend on, that we guard our natural resources, has gone again. We need to pass the law. We need to mandate the relevant committees to pass a natural resource guardian regulatory law so that every possession, everything that has to do with our natural resources must be managed under one guideline. So you can give contract to Money or AML, the principal guarding that natural resources, to give us 3 cent royalty is an insult. Honorable Speaker, there are concessions in this country that gave us 50 million, and in duty-free alone, that very same concession, we gave them more than 100 million. In essence, we are paying them to carry our natural resources. Our Speaker, this is an opportunity of a lifetime over the process that will change that, and therefore that will change the fate of this country. Let this party make a law that every natural resource agreement, the people of Liberia must have a share, not royalty, and that share must never go above 30%. Below 30%. And it must never go below 30%. Yes, we can start with that. Our Speaker, let me take my great country, Lima country, for example. If Asera Mita had been here for 20 years, if Asera Mita had taken 22, if they had taken 20 Liberians in 2005, and treat them. By this time, there will be no turning up working in Lambo. Because even if they were so dull that they were feeling they will stay happy by now. Yeah. And all of the things that were happening over there. The last time I went over there, I almost cried. To see what is happening. Let us mandate.
Why we get about 25 years?
The national committee in the draft is 79 and all the concession until I want not let a man.
They put to be discussed.
The national committee, the committee on concession almost people let's mandate them. So the coming of a new law that will guide this legislation and future legislation as to how our natural resources must be managed. There is a mining contract that Azeramita has across the world. Have we asked ourselves what standard was used in those other countries and what standard is used in Liberia? It is now with this communication for this right honorable gentleman who has qualified himself to serve in my cabinet. By this kind of representation as the Minister of Finance and Economic Development.
To people so that people understand exactly what happened, where we are, and the trajectory this is taking.
We'll take some questions, but I want to begin by asking you, for those who don't know, because it's been misinterpreted that you're using your power, you want to take it. How did you acquire that land?
So, is that people misinterpret. People say, oh, the Reverend always fighting for land. So, African Dream Academy leased the first property at the Bunja. That property was leased for 7 years. I built the property, the top floor with the agreement that every money I spend on top will be refunded besides the lease. When it came time to leave, when the lease was expired, I asked for my money. I asked for my $24,000. They said I couldn't pay the money. Instead, they took me to court. I went to court, and the judge said, you need to leave the property. I said, fine, I will leave the property. The judge gave me, I was evicted from that property. On top of it, they said I should pay $70,000. I asked them, what was the $70,000 about? Was it loan? Was it rent? Was it for damage? Up to today, Judge Peabody didn't tell me that. The present Chief Justice, he was in chamber at that time, did not tell me what that money was for. I had to pay $70,000 US. I've been paying little by little. That's the first land that people say Reverend stole land. So that lady then got on a campaign, insult my mother, insult my partners all across the internet. That's the first instance they say Reverend stole property. I did not. The second one is after that incident, I chose to buy a place and not lease a place. So I went ahead. I heard that GT Bank had a property that John Wizz owned. John Wizz went to GT Bank, took a loan, and used the property as collateral. The Atlanta Resource also came, went to that place, and also used the same building as a collateral. When John Wizz died, he didn't pay, and the bank said it would authorize them. They came to me, and that's how I acquired that property 2023, 24, 25, 26. To my surprise, I was in the States, and I got a call that there were 3 pickup law police officers, there was sheriff who have gone to evict from the hospital. We were to open the hospital March 26. On the 20th of February, Those men went, they kicked the door, broke the door down. Every medical equipment that I had in there, my safe I had, all the things I had in there was thrown outside in my absence. What I'm saying to them is, listen, if you believe this property was for someone and they won the case against GT Bank, just tell GT Bank, tell your client we'll give you 1 week, we'll give you 2 weeks, remove those property from there. Or come to me and say, Reverend Ennis, leave the property. We want to take the property. Nothing was done. I didn't use power in the first one. I didn't use power in the second one. I left it and I'm looking at the GT Bank because this gave me property. That is the second incident. The third incident is what is happening now. I defend people to LPS community. There were people who went there to break people's property. I went there. I fought for them because they are my constituents. At the end of the day, I was held in contempt. I came to the court. When I came to the court, it was good we came to the court because it was the wrong property that were destroying. And because of that, those people's property are with them today. So why are people saying this man like to fight for property? What are the property that I fought for before? What are the property that I've taken from anyone? No one can say I've taken the property. No one can say I fought them for the property. I tried to legitimately buy. So this property, I bought it. I bought it, and I've been advised to give years and dates that these properties were bought because of different things that happened in the background. But I bought the property. My grantors are here. The people who my grantors bought it from, they are here. And they are the king grade people. So the property is here.
The court cannot stop the alleged perpetrators.
That's right.
Who do you think is beyond all of your trouble?
The guy who got a God willing gas station is part of on this issue. I don't know about the other issue. You know very well that I have built a district office that should have been open, that should have been completed. That office was also taken away. And you also know that there was a little skirmish on different issues. But I'm not here to point finger at anyone. All I'm asking to do is allow the law to take a course. If I'm wrong, if the property for other people, we go to the court. But I don't think it's right. You own a property, or any of you sit down on a property, because I go to the court and get paper, or I feel the land is for me, I don't go to court to eject you. I just come and break everything. I'm not afraid of nothing. When the police come, the police say don't go. You say you are going to go there. When the court said go to civil law court, you say you're not going, you are going to build. If you believe the property is for you, God willing, gas station, or goodwill, whatever it is, why can't we go to the court and establish indeed the property for you? Why can't we go to the civil law court? Why can't we call land commission? I'm not building, but you want to build overnight. Why can't we go and establish who owns the property?
So I want to know, well, which family did you acquire the land from? And since this incident, what are they saying? Have you gotten back to them?
Okay. Est-ce que voilà après
So, can you spell me wax?
Yeah. WAS. Oh, remember, I did it again.
Yeah, let's go. Let's proceed. Don't money.
This was right.
Yeah, wax.
Yeah. WA.
I forget what I get. So wait, forget about it. So, give me the clear definition of wax.
Well, arrogance. I mean, I didn't know three man knows by the few I'm going to start around the top. Oh, yeah. Is it was the terminal what? Well, arrogant council student. I mean, I said to I care about the top.
Yeah, let's go. Let's proceed.
Is it wasn't? I mean, I like to on my paper.
You say.
Yeah, the young people are very sure. The young people are very sure.
Okay, everybody spell this shit.
The young people are young, I'm anything on shit.
Alright.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't remember. I was trying to about. I look
how long?
That people may say. African Dream Academy leased the first property, and the Bunja, that property was leased for 7 years. I built the property. The top.
The speaker, the general speaker, they are playing. Tomorrow, we can say all of you. You know what I feel? But you don't know. Well, why is that doing?
Thought on the issue of the threshold bill that was passed recently, and then a motion of reconsideration was taken by one of our colleagues, which sparked heated debates around here. You know, on the 9th of December 2025, the House of Representatives passed on this bill and sent it to the Senate for concurrence. This bill was crafted following the submission of the 2022 census result, which puts Liberia's population at around 5.2 million plus. And this submission was done to satisfy the constitutional requirements that are enshrined in Articles 80D and 80E. In 80D, it says each constituency shall have an approximately equal population of 20,000 or such number of citizens as the legislature shall prescribe in keeping with population growth, a movement as reviewed by the National Census.
The senior political advisor to His Excellency President of the Republic of Liberia. I also happy to be the spouse of the Speaker.
The example of our President, His Excellency Joseph Walker. This is why we are here. Let me be on record. This is the national anchor of Republic of Liberia. That is the nucleus of Liberia. Now, everything that Liberia needs to reflect on the historicity how Liberia was built, we have it here. But the central government has forgotten it. And will continue while who will speak. Mercy. And the world will hear us.
Coming from the executive.
I say, I don't know why the president chose to think about football academy right after the exit of the footballing president. President Boga had never, I don't think he even played in his elementary school. To sit and decide that you're going to play a football academy, something that was being done by President Weah, who is celebrated around the world as who is celebrated in Africa. We think that is a serious challenge. That's a serious challenge. Everyone should watch that, because if this woman go ahead and build a football academy, and when he background in football, after the exit of the football president, that clearly speaks to the fact that football was not a priority on George Weah.
A LOTA approved by the legislature. If you spend $10 million on a government project, which institution funded it? It also lends credence to some of the things people have said, that some of the money hid in the budget. For example, they're spending $1 million for Foya Hospital. What's the population of Foya? $1 million for Foya Hospital, but
I can't stand no more, cause no more food. I cannot go to school, cause no more money. I can't stand no more, cause no more food. I cannot go to school, cause no more money. Hey yo, excuse me, Mr. Journalist. I wonder how you make your headlines in the press release a day. Although I read the news every day, but I'm really still getting confused now. And I just wanna ask you some questions. Oh, is it based on money? Is it based on presidency? Is it based on technology? Is it based on war?
D, we like to say a pleasant good evening and welcome to the round table. It's a great pleasure to be back on your radio tonight. And the round table is a platform that is here for informed discussion, critical analysis, and national issues that we are here to talk about. I'm your host, William McGill. Tonight, we are basically going to focus on our first issue will be on dual citizenship here in Liberia and what it means to, become a dual citizen in a country like Liberia. And we will also look at some other critical national issues. We'll look at this drug situation. We've got some information concerning that, and we would like for you to stick with us as we take this break of our sponsor to be right back on the program, the round table. My name is William. Stay tuned. And ladies, have you ever wanted hair that turns heads the moment you walk into a room? Hair that gives you confidence, beauty, and that flawless look you truly deserve? Well, your search is finally over. Welcome to Kakuyan Hair Collection, your trusted online destination for luxury, premier quality human hair designed to bring out the beauty in every woman. Whether you are preparing for your birthday photo shoot, wedding, anniversary celebration, graduation, church event, vacation, or just want a stunning look every day, Kakuyan Hair Collection has a perfect hair just for you. At Kakuyan Hair Collection, we proudly offer 100% premium human hair. Beautiful, easy to wear glueless wigs. No glue, no gel, no stress. Sleek and elegant bone straight human hair. Different texture and style for every woman and every occasion. Because at Kakuyan Hair Collection, beauty meets quality. Shop with a brand that understands beauty, class, and quality. Our store is located in the United States of America. For more information, follow us on Instagram at Kakuyan Hair Collection, Facebook at Kakuyan Hair Collection, TikTok at Kakuyan Hair Collection. Better still, email us kakuyanhair@gmail.com. Call or WhatsApp us on +1 267 372 7010. Or better still, visit our online store www.kakuyanhaircollection.com. Let's listen to our sponsor talk, and let me say good evening to all of you joining us tonight on the program. Is a very great pleasure to be on here tonight, and we like to appreciate all of you for joining us. So, as usual, we are going to go to today in history, June 18, 1815. Napoleon Bonaparte defeated Waterloo. So, the Battle of Waterloo took place on today, ending the rule of Napoleon Bonaparte and making the end of the Napoleonic Wars in Europe. And also in the US in 1940, June 18, um, you have Winston Churchill's famous speech. During World War II, Winston Churchill's delivered his historic, uh, their finest hour speech, rallying the British people against Nazi Germany. And also, lastly, for our today in history on the program, uh, 1983, June 18, Sally Ride makes history. So Sally Ride became the first American woman uh, to travel into space on board, aboard the Space Shuttle Challenger. That's exactly what we have here for today in history. Let's get to some quick um, you call health tips that we have to offer here tonight as well. Basically, learn to drink more water. Staying hydrated helps regulate your body temperature, improve digestion, it boosts energy levels, and keep your skin healthy. And aim for at least 6 to 8 glasses of water daily, especially in Liberia, where our weather is very very warm. So you have to aim for at least 6 bottle or 6 glasses, 6 to 8 glasses of water every day. And lastly, let's run. If you with us on Facebook, you will be able to get what we're about to read from the BBC, but and on YouTube as well. But if you follow us uh, on TikTok, then that's exactly you're just gonna listen to what we will be reading from the BBC website concerning stories that are making headlines there uh, today on the BBC. So let's get this coming in from the BBC. It says here, Mina, we want to focus on Africa, and let's go to Africa quickly on the BBC. What is it here on the BBC? It says 35 killed as gunmen attack Nigeria's biggest airport. So Niger has been fighting a militant Islamist insurgency for a decade, and in January, suspected jihadists attacked the same airport. So that's for uh uh your first headline we've got that from the BBC, and here you can see the photo of the airport. And let's go. You can see the photo of the airport right there. And South Africa schools lead from sport to draw with chess republic. So South Africa schools a late penalty to earn a draw the King's Czech Republic in World Cup Group A. And here on the BBC again, it says lawyer in high profile Uganda Tierson case charged with related offense. So Uganda's military chief had boosted off the hurt and pain he would inflict on Iris Lukwago, who was arrested earlier this week. And quickly on the BBC, I buried my parents one day after the other. Ebola mourners learn how to grieve safely. Cemetery at the epicenter of the outbreak is rapidly filling up. However, large traditional funerals have been scrapped. And mothers of Cape Verde's goalkeeper, I am going to see my son play in the World Cup. That's the quote right there from the BBC. So Anna Kandi Ebor, the mother of Cape Verde's goalkeeper Bahal, is finally heading to the US to see her son play. So those are basically things we've had have seen right here on the program, and it's coming in from the BBC. Let's now quickly run up to our main talking points on the program tonight, and we can be able to move on with these discussions. So, quickly, let's look at the importance of dual citizenship in Liberia first, because this is something that our people cried on the government of Liberia, and to be able to make sure that the issue of dual citizenship could be something well handled by the government. So we want to stress on importance and how Liberians there in the diaspora can be able to basically help improve the economy and help improve infrastructure in areas in our country, Liberia, in as much as dual citizenship weren't something at first that we had into being now is into being. What can Liberians that are in the diaspora do in order to be able to help the people and the country as well? It's not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. And it said dual citizenship has become one of the most significant national policy discussion in Liberia. And supporters argue that allowing Liberian to hold citizenship in another country while maintaining their Liberian citizenship can bring substantial economic, social, and developmental benefits to the nation. So, encourages investment and economic growth. Let's look at this, right? Thousands of Liberians living abroad have acquired citizenship in the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom. Okay, in the United Kingdom, dual citizenship gives these individuals greater confidence to invest in businesses, real estate, agriculture, and other sectors in Liberia without fear of losing their Liberian identity. Increased investment can create jobs and stimulate economic growth. So the issue of dual citizenship is very essential for our country. And kudos to the government when they pass this bill of dual citizenship. And the government currently is one government that's always been able to encourage Liberians that are there um, living in the diaspora. So we have the diaspora annual diaspora conference and a whole lot of annual diaspora programs that are usually here in Liberia. It's been hosted for people that are based in the diaspora to be able to come back, reunite with the country, understand things that are very essential. Now, how can we, as people that are outside Liberia, help to improve the economy, to help improve infrastructure and development, social, economic growth? It's by coming back in as much as we hold citizenship to so many countries or maybe another country, we should also be able to think that Liberia, as our birth country, needs us as well. The dual citizenship is being passed in order for us as people to be able to come back to our country, invest in our country, and help to improve sectors that we feel that are challenging. Health. You could open a better private clinic in Liberia, and then you have Liberians coming to pay for these services you offer. It could also be of a great help. A clinic you open could be offering whatever service that could be of a very great help to the general population of the country. You could open a farm that can be able to produce rice in Liberia, that can be able to produce and feed half of the population. So there are things that we are to take into consideration. A lot of things we have to take into consideration. So dual citizenship is is essential, and these are ways that people that are there in the diaspora can be able to come back. So Liberian diaspora contributes millions of dollars annually through remittances that support families, education, healthcare, and local businesses. Dual citizenship strengthening the bond between Liberia and its citizens abroad, encouraging them to remain actively involved in development. We agree to the fact that there's a lot of remittance through same wave and whatever means that people are able to contribute to their families back home, right? And if you check, the amount is over $1 million of dollars that these people spend into remittance. And of recent, we've had a conversation that came out on the House of Representative floor that they want to add a fee into, remittance. If you're sending funds through Sendwave or whatever means, maybe 1%. I think it was about the Senate, Senator Darius Dillon, who's talked about that, right? And that amount could be taken by the government, placed into a specific budget, a specific covered, and used in specific areas that will help promote development and growth in the country. So that's one thing he said, and I feel is very essential, right? Making these kinds of laws and regulations and everything is very prudent. But how are Liberians going to understand that this money is fully used for said purpose? That's one thing. Accountability. That's the right word to use. Accountability should be of very serious issue. Accountability should be something that we seize very, very seriously, right? So, who are those that we are going to hold accountable if the 1% is taken to be used in whatever area? And we can also look at enhance, let's say, promote knowledge and skills transfer, right? Many Liberians also have gained expertise in medicine, in engineering, in technology, in education, in finance, in public administration. So, with their dual citizenship, make it easier for these people to come back home. Come home. Liberia needs your contribution. Come home, contribute to these various sectors, and basically, you could come and open a very uh, distinct institution of learning. You could come and have have a sector or a company in the public administration area. You could come back and open a loan company in the finance area. You could come into technology. It's another sector that is not that open in our country. There's a lot more that is needed in terms of technology. We uh, need people to come and explore these places in Liberia. And the fact that we want these people coming back home, it's not just coming to say, I've earned some money, I can register myself into politics and basically be able to contest. But you should come to Liberia and basically be able to invest a lot of money into sectors that will be able to uh, give you funding back. So let's say we'll have been to the US, work in the technology sector, and gain a lot of experience. We'll have been to the US, work in the engineering sector, gain a lot of experience. One thing, if I want to come back, I shouldn't think of politics. We'll want to be a lawmaker. No, no, no. Come back with the fact that basically you are coming to invest in technology, invest in education, invest in engineering. Let's have our first car company, find investors to, help you with shared initiative. Let's have our first technology company that will be producing technology materials or appliances and things that will transform the technology sector in our country. These are areas that we need people. The area of technology is still open up. We do not have a lot of things are missing out. A lot of things are missing out. So we are saying these things because we need our people to come back and invest and be able to promote the image of our country. We fought 14 solid good years of civil war among ourselves, right? When you say civil, you already know it says among you and your people. And at the end of the day, we've come to an understanding that there were a lot of things that we had missing out and that left behind. So the fact that these things left behind, we are to be able to come and change the narrative of all of these things. So the first thing to do is to be able to basically, um, um, let's say, right, basically come out and say, okay, where's coming back after being to the U.S. He's there, and you know, let me invest in agriculture to preserve identity and heritage. So many Liberians had their children born abroad because of whatever reason during the Civil War, and yeah, bring your children back home. Make them to understand that they are Liberians. This is your home as a parent, and this is also their home. They have to come back. They have to come and help in building Liberia into the Liberia we all want. Let's promote and preserve our identity and heritage, increase global opportunity. So, you know, there's a lot. There's a lot that we need to do. There's a lot. Like I said, there's a lot. Hmm? A lot more that is needed. And these things are very essential. Very, very essential. So there's some challenges and concern, right? So despite the benefits, some critical challenges are there in terms of the dual citizenship, and this is something that we also have to be able to look at. The first one is um, you know, loyalty, political influence, land ownership. A lot of people are scared because they've had their own taste of you know what what we had in Liberia, right? Um, we've had uh, so many different things happening to us as people, and in as much as we are encouraging people to come back to Liberia and be able to invest into the country, we also have to be able to make our country safe for these people that are ready to come back home. The first one would be, you know, political influence. Someone would say, I support whatever party, and this is not my government in power. So the next government, I want to come back when my government is in power. And these are things that we face as well. And the next one could be learn ownership, right? People will sell land to people that are from abroad that is not theirs. And at the end of the day, these people will always have to go to court and get into legal battle. So, in as much as we are encouraging these people to come back to Liberia, we should be able to make things very, very comfortable in as much as we want our people coming back to Liberia. So eligibility for certain public offices are things too that needs to be looked at, and making sure, especially for the land issue, there's been a lot of situation we've seen where people have gone to purchase land from people, and at the end of the day, it led to something else. People will end up going to court. You know, people will end up going to court. So what you can do is to let us know what do you think about the issue of dual citizenship in Liberia, and basically just leave a comment as well, not just in Liberia, but how impactful do you see dual citizenship as well in our country? And those of you following us on Facebook, on YouTube, and on TikTok, we'd like to appreciate all of you for coming on tonight and just tell us how do you see the issue of dual citizenship here. So let's quickly run back to the issue of this drug case, right? Let's let's run back to it quickly. And it's a very serious, it's a very serious issue, very serious one. And those of you that are from Liberia, I'd like to appreciate you for coming on this live. Hope you can share with somebody, join the conversation as well, and let's move on together. So quickly, of recent on this platform, we've been talking about the seizure of a 19 million worth of drug at the Roberts International Airport, and uh, these are things that we want to bring out to the public. These are essential information that we want to talk about. Hmm? Let's talk about these things. You know, let's come out to see them. There's there's a lot of information into this case that are already coming out. So the first one we will look at here is person of interest into the drug bust, right? So into the 19 million drug bust, and their whereabouts is unknown. Some of them has already flee hotel after aviation seminar in China, and so let's come out right. Oscar Brown is one key person of interest into this, and uh, in the last weeks, the 19 million drug bust at the Roberts International Airport has reportedly gone missing, and uh, communication from the Liberian embassy in Belgium is seeking information regarding the whereabouts of Oscar Brown, and you know he participated in a conference that ended, a few days ago, of aviation seminar there in China, and all of a sudden he vanished from his colleagues, his peer. So security intelligence supervisor at RIA was in China attending a Chinese sponsor aviation seminar when he called other person of interest, Roland Taylor, a senior security trainer to at the airport, a day of the drug bust, asking Taylor to ensure that the consignment was released to, board the flight after Benjamin Rivers says another person of interest refused to let it go. You know, so Brown um, was due to arrive on Ethiopian Airlines flight on Wednesday, but when Ethiopian Airline flight 0933 touchdown at the RIA Wednesday, he was nowhere to be found. And Brown may have gotten off the plane in Addis Ababa and has now learned that, you know, he may still be in China. So whatever communication coming says from the Liberian embassy in Belgium says greetings to all. It has come to the attention of the embassy in Belgium that a short-term training participant named Oscar John Brown, occupant security manager RIA, has evaded the program organizers and is currently
at large. It says right now he is hardly being sought and will be for his entire illegal stay in China. Um, because he is a government officer who the host country or organizer does not wish lightly. If any Liberian residing in China with the consent of Mr. Brown has agreed to host him in China, kindly do us the favor by encouraging him to return before him and you are deported. Right now, he is hardly being sought and will be for his entire illegal stay in China because he is a government officer who the host country or organizer does not wish lightly, right? That's something they said. And that's the communication right there. So you see few persons of interest, and these are things that are there. And let's come out again. Um, Mystery depends on what suspect links to, this, and this is what uh, the Minister of Justice said also to regarding the whereabouts of France suspect in the 19.2 million drug seizure. I've raised more questions than answer about the investigation. So since authorities announced Emmanuel Zion as the prime suspect accused of transporting the cocaine shipment through Roberts International Airport in Margidi, right? A conflicting claim emerged over his actual status, whether he's alive or dead. And the LDA that identifies Zion as principal suspect in the cocaine shipment has maintained that he remains a fugitive wanted for his alleged involvement in the case. So uh, they have consistently stated that Zion is being proved by law enforcement authorities as part of a joint national investigation. However, to their assertion and conflicting report, there's some circulations on social media and in sections of Liberian society claim that Zion reported that long before the massive cocaine seizure at RIA. That's another situation there again, right? And some claiming that the suspect posted what they describe as his passport while asserting that he is no longer alive. Okay. And another situation there, I'm taking it bit by bit. And it says in January 2000 now, right? Let me come to this, right? In January 2000, former President Ellen Johnson Saliona, a year ago prior in 2008, Richie Coy custom officer from the LRA assigned at the Roberts International Airport, who turned down a 20,000 bribe from Nigerian drug smugglers attempting to bring a massive quantity of cocaine hidden in DVD player into Liberia due to his exceptional honesty and integrity. Kaye was named the 2018 Silver Servant of the Year. So, what is it? A person of interest under suspicion. Um, this time is stumbling black was Benjamin Rivers as the cargo security scanner supervisor assigned at RIA. So, like I said, uh, we are not getting the information that are needed, and they are coming up. And these are things that the government needs to do for the people of Liberia. If we talk about integrity and things that are essential for the people of Liberia, and what do we need as a nation to be able to basically have these things in place? If we talk about basically having the right laws and people that are committing crimes and bringing substances that are illegal into our society to damage the life of the young people, government should be able to pursue these people and basically making sure that these people are there and ready to be persecuted with such a huge quantity of drugs that came into the country. You cannot basically tie down solely on saying it's security matter and we are withholding the information before we can get these suspects and everything. I think it's about time that Liberians understand the fact about the 19 million drug bust and all necessary information that are needed should be provided. And they are coming up with the help of all of the investigative journalists that are doing investigative journalism, are digging out these facts. So some of these things are no longer hidden secret. A 19 million worth of cocaine. Initially, 100 grand left via the Roberts International Airport for London. So it tells you how you have top ranking individuals that are also facilitating these drug cartels in such act. It is very bad for our country. We want to be serious about these things. Let's take a break quickly and we will be right back. Let's take a break.
That turns heads the moment you walk into a room. Hair that gives you confidence, beauty, and that flawless look you truly deserve. Well, your search is finally over. Welcome to Kakuyan Hair Collection, your trusted online destination for luxury, premier quality human hair designed to bring out the beauty in every woman. Whether you are preparing for your birthday photo shoot, wedding, anniversary celebration, graduation, church event, vacation, or just want a stunning look every day, Kakuyan Hair Collection has a perfect hair just for you. At Kakuyan Hair Collection, we proudly offer 100% premium human hair. Beautiful, easy to wear glueless wigs. No glue, no gel, no stress. Sleek and elegant bone straight human hair. Different texture and style for every woman and every occasion. Because at Kakuyan Hair Collection, beauty meets quality. Shop with a brand that understands beauty, class, and quality. Our store is located in the United States of America. For more information, follow us on Instagram at Kakuyan Hair Collection, Facebook at Kakuyan Hair Collection, TikTok at Kakuyan Hair Collection. Better still, email us kakuyanhair@gmail.com. Call or WhatsApp us on +1 267 372 7010, or better still visit our online store www.kakuyanhaircollection.com. Hair that turns heads the moment you walk into a room. Hair that gives you confidence, beauty, and that flawless look you truly deserve. Well, your search is finally over. Welcome to Kakuyan Hair Collection, your trusted online destination for luxury, premier quality human hair designed to bring out the beauty in every woman. Whether you are preparing for your birthday photo shoot, wedding, anniversary celebration, graduation, church event, vacation, or just want a stunning look every day, Kakuyan Hair Collection has a perfect hair just for you. At Kakuyan Hair Collection, we proudly offer 100% premium human hair. Beautiful, easy to wear glueless wigs. No glue, no gel, no stress. Sleek and elegant bone straight human hair. Different texture and style for every woman and every occasion. Because at Kakuyan Hair Collection, beauty meets quality. Shop with a brand that understands beauty, class, and quality. Our store is located in the United States of America. For more information, follow us on Instagram at Kakweyan Hair Collection, Facebook at Kakweyan Hair Collection, TikTok at Kakweyan Hair Collection. Better still, email us kakweyanhair@gmail.com. Call or WhatsApp us on +1 267 372 7010. Or better still, visit our online store www.kakweyanhaircollection.com. Ladies, have you ever wanted hair that turns heads the moment you walk into a room? Hair that gives you confidence, beauty, and that flawless look you truly deserve? Well, your search is finally over. Welcome to Kakweyan Hair Collection, your trusted online destination for luxury, premier quality human hair designed to bring out the beauty in every woman. Whether you are preparing for your birthday photo shoot, wedding, anniversary celebration, graduation, church event, vacation, or just want a stunning look every day, Kakweyan Hair Collection has a perfect hair just for you. At Kakweyan Hair Collection, we proudly offer 100% premier human hair. Beautiful, easy to wear glueless wigs. No glue, no gel, no stress. Sleek and elegant bone straight human hair. Different texture and style for every woman and every occasion. Because at Kakweyan Hair Collection, beauty meets quality. Shop with a brand that understands beauty, class, and quality. Our store is located in the United States of America. For more information, follow us on Instagram at Kakweyan Hair Collection, Facebook at Kakweyan Hair Collection, TikTok at Kakweyan Hair Collection. Better still, email us kakweyanhair@gmail.com. Call or WhatsApp us on +1 267 372 7010. Or better still, visit our online store www.kakweyanhaircollection.com.
So Kakweyan Hair Collection is our proud sponsor for this show here on the round table. Thanks for following us. We appreciate all of you for coming on tonight. It's a great conversation, and let's hope that we can continue more. Yeah, we are live on Facebook at Wizz TV, YouTube Wizz TV, and all you can do for us is to give us a follow, subscribe to our channel, and more of these conversations will always be on this broadcast. Again, we wish you all a great night and hope that you continue to follow us on Facebook. For it, on behalf of the entire production team, my name is William McGill. Thanks for coming on and have a good night. God bless Liberia. Bye bye.
Come take up coverage, the rainy season coming soon. In the ghetto, all the houses are full of leakage, nowhere to sleep. Come and see the widow, living in the street with her children. Since the daddy went to war to fight, he never lived to see them. The children have no shelter, oh, the children have no education. The children have no one to call their friend, the children have no food to eat. We are beggars, oh, we are beggars, hey, yo. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We are beggars, raise your hand up, we are beggars, raise your story.